Hi and welcome to another video. I thought I'd do a little series of woodworking tips, hints, hacks, tricks, whatever you call them. If you do think of any you think I should include, please leave them down below in the comments. Okay, let's get started. So the first few tips are going to involve super glue and Accelerator. I'm personally using this one from 03A at the minute. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Okay, so I've only got a small little CNC here. Literally all you need to do is first cover both faces with blue tape, super glue on one bit, some of the Accelerator on the other bit. Just press and hold it while it sets for a couple of seconds. Now that's ready to go and we can run our CNC program. So as you can see, it's run this little program. It's just a little template for some maker markers that I've got coming. Now, one thing I also did is I brushed up some of the birch ply sawdust that came up as I went along into a little pot. I wanted to save this for a little tip later on. But as you can see, all you need to do is get the piece up. It's very easily. Do that. We'll then pull all the tape off. And it's going to be ready to go again for the next workpiece that we do. The next tip is great for your house on the job fitting, and you just need to tickle up a small piece of wood and you've got no shooting board with you. You can put some blue tape onto a larger board, blue tape it as normal, bit of glue, bit of Accelerator, press it down for a couple of seconds. So that's now hidden, nice and strong, and we can just, without even holding it, it holds in place. And again, all you need to do to get it up is a quick twist, pull the tape off, and we're good to go. And my next tip is for when you want to scribe something. So yes, we can use a profile gauge with all the pins, but they're easily knocked and they come away. A little trick that I learnt off Bob and Moth is you can use playing cards. So you can just literally, bit of glue, Accelerator, and you can line everything up. And then you can just take this away and take it to whatever you need to scribe. And as you can see, it's an absolute perfect fit. So the next tip is one for when you can use the super glue as an actual clamp. So just go along, put your glue on where you need it. We've just left a couple of spots here. Bit of super glue. Then we're going to see on the other place, and then we're just going to press it into place. And now the super glue will hold that while the tight bond glue goes off. That brings me to our next tips, which is 2 in 1 really. So we need to clean out all this squeeze out from the workpiece because finishes will not stick to it. 2 ways. Plastic straws, great for getting into the corners and getting out the excess. The other good way of doing it is toothbrush, bit of water, and we can just go along, and there you go, nice and clean. So with the birch sawdust that I saved earlier from the CNC, to make your own custom coloured filler, you can do this with any species of wood. You're just going to put some of your wood glue in with your sawdust, mix it all up, and then you just put it into these gaps. Little imperfections from the pattern ply wood piece I'm doing for another project. Leave it a couple of hours, come back, sand it, you'll never notice that there is any sort of filler in there because it's matched to the wood. I've got a bag of birch ply, American white oak, I've even got some green oak here. Every time I'm using one particular species, I try and save some of the offcuts. And that's why it's also a very good idea to always have a clean bench when you start a project, because any sawdust you can then just brush up and put into a bag for making up your own custom fillers. So that concludes the first in the little mini series we'll do of hints, tips and hacks. Thanks for watching. We'll do several more. I'll link them. No, I won't, because I haven't done any of them yet.